Okay, it's time finally to get serious about NFTs. And I told you guys about NFTs. I think it was all the way back in January when they first came on my radar and some stories came out about some of the prices they were selling for. Back when Beeple sold his artwork for $69 million. dollars. Well, this summer things went crazy with NFTs. They got my attention to get again, and they got my attention so much that I actually went out and got some. And I might be the only guy you know who has NFTs, so I have to tell you about it, even if you're not ready for it, because I don't think hardly anybody right now has an NFT, has even necessarily looked at an NFT. But a lot of people by now have heard about it, and, well, I have to tell you about what's going on with it because it's a pretty insane universe, and it's pretty insane what people are spending money on, and then you have to decide based on who you are, because this is about I didn't buy them just because I think they're cool, but I'm hoping that they really go up in value. So you have to decide if you want to get involved in NFTs and if you think they're cool. I think they're cool. I think it'd be cool if other people were into them too. So that's where we're going to try to go with this. I'll show you how the whole process works. Okay. And how did I get here to where I actually have cryptocurrency to invest in NFTs, like literally thousands of dollars if I thought of it in terms of dollars? Because I bought crypto starting in 2017. And like basically there were two trades that were really good. One was buying Chainlink around 50 cents. And then the next one was selling Chainlink around $15 and buying Ethereum under $400. And now Ethereum's about $4,000. So I have a little Ethereum because I made some good trades in the past. And now I'm looking at NFTs that are very exciting. And I traded a little Ethereum for NFTs. If you want to get rich on NFTs, really, as far as I can tell from my experience, I don't know if I'd actually buy NFTs, but you could buy Ethereum and maybe some of these other chains that might also be hosting NFTs. So, and we can talk about that. But, start out, if you don't have crypto yet and you're just watching this because, Lift the Veil and stuff, then buy some Ethereum. Buy some every week. Buy some Bitcoin and Ethereum every week. And then once you have some of that, buy some other crap too. Now, I say crap. You should see what people are spending money on. And then you tell me. So, lots of opportunities in cryptocurrency. I've done cryptocurrency consulting this year. People pay me to help them get signed up and trade cryptos on weird exchanges and set up their wallets and everything. If you want to sign up for that, you can go to bitcoinmissionary.com and book an appointment with me. And I can tell you about NFTs too. So that's my background with cryptocurrency. Been in it for a little while. Saw what NFTs were, thought they were really exciting, but didn't see anything I wanted to buy. And then basically what happened is I saw these rocks. This is what happened. I was into NFTs. I invested in a little hash mask index fund. Hash masks, I'll show you. We have one of those. I should brag about it, probably. That's the point is to get something and then show it off, right? Because people like collecting. That's what NFTs are about. People like to collect things. And it turns out I'm one of those people. I like rare items that people want. I'd like to have classic cars. I was into collecting coins before. I like silver and gold. I like things that are rare and precious. Watches are cool too. The people who are into NFTs are the kinds of people that have that special Disney collection at their house, or Pabst root beer, or whatever their obsession is. There are people like that, and those people are going to be into what's happening with these collectibles, right? I mean, Bitcoin is scarce, rare, and could be considered a collectible. Practically, there are 21 million Bitcoins. If you have one Bitcoin, that's pretty dang rare, considering there are billions of people, and eventually billions of people are going to have Bitcoin, some of it. If you have one, that is a rare collectible item in a lot of ways. NFTs take that rare scarcity of cryptocurrency and turn into art or something like art. You really have to decide, and really it is in the eye of the beholder, and it's a completely different investing experience where it's based on hype, just psychology, celebrities, stuff maybe you don't want it to be based on, but that's cryptocurrency too. Speaking of celebrity, Elon Musk, it's similar, but different, and you kind of learn about it as you go through the process. But what got me to where I got FOMO and had to start buying stuff was Ether Rocks, I think. I looked at Ether Rocks. That's these, which is an old NFT, an OG NFT. It's a cartoon rock. That's it. That's what it looks like. And I say that's what it looks like. There are 100 of them. This is an original NFT project from 2017. Most NFT projects are like from yesterday. So 2017 is a long time ago in NFT world. They made 100 of these rocks. They're not even different, except that they're different colors. They all look the same though. And I noticed that they're selling for millions of dollars. The latest rock sold for 888 Ethereum, which is over $3 million for a rock. And I thought about it. It sounds crazy, but it is rare. There are only 100 of them. And yeah, it's not art exactly, but would you want to brag and say you have one of the Ether Rocks, one of the only ones that will ever exist ever for infinity, verified by the blockchain? I understand. I think the price could still go up, because then think of it this way. There are 100 Ether Rocks. There are 21 million Bitcoins, and Bitcoin is $50,000 per Bitcoin. There are 21 million. So if there were only 100 Bitcoins, the price could be pretty high. So you have 100 rocks. Anyway, that's the justification. I get it. If you don't get it, I'll explain what, if you don't get it, if you don't understand Ether Rocks, I'll explain what what the young people who are investing in a lot of these things will say about you, and I'll show you what else is selling. So that is happening with Ether Rocks. Other things are also selling for big money, like CryptoPunks, which look like this, and Bored Ape Yacht Club, which I've shown on my show, and I'll show you again, are selling for, those start around $160,000 a piece. And there are 10,000 of those. 10,000 of these punks, which sell, I think, are starting around $300,000 a piece. There are 10,000 of those. CryptoPunks, another one of the OG projects, which I think a lot of future projects were basically based off of. And there are a lot of rip-offs to the project too, and NFT projects in general are full of rip-offs. Everybody's ripping off everybody all the time. You'll see a project come out one day, you'll see a version of the same project come out the very next day. But some reach some kind of iconic status and hold their value and crypto and turn into like blue chip NFTs. And that's what CryptoPunks are. That's what this Bored Ape Yacht Club has turned into. All right. So if you want to buy an NFT, I'm going to show you now how it works. You can go to OpenC.com, OpenSea.io, I'm sorry, OpenC.io. And if you go to stats and rankings, you'll see what the most popular projects are, most of which you won't be able to afford. In fact, you might not be able to afford any of the stuff I'm going to be talking about right now. And that's one of the things that's unfortunate about NFTs is like the hurdle for entry, not to mention gas prices, is kind of high. But the potential for gains based on what some of this stuff is selling for also might be really high if you end up in the right project. I told you, so do you want to, here we can look at what's selling, okay? This is OpenC, and this is what you'd have to do to get an NFT. You go here, you have to have you don't have to. One way that most people do is they get a MetaMask wallet, which is a browser extension, which works as a wallet and holds Ethereum and Ethereum-based tokens and stuff, and it interacts with websites. And it's not hard to use. It's a little weird when you first do it, but you can buy crypto right there with MetaMask, with this MetaMask extension. You can actually buy it with Apple Pay. You can buy Ethereum right there. And then you go to this website and you connect your wallet, which is a browser extension. And in any case, it just looks, once your wallet's connected, it looks like this. I have a little Ethereum in there, and it doesn't show anything else. And then once your wallet's connected, if you go here, if I go to my profile, I can show you what's in my wallet and what NFTs I own. But let me show you first what's selling for big money. CryptoPunks and Bored Apes, those are your two blue chip NFT projects that sell in high volume and for big money. These are CryptoPunks, okay? Now you have to decide. This is where the art component comes in. I can see why these are so valuable. They were unique at the time. And they're pretty cool. I'd like to have one. I can't afford it for sure. Not even close. These, I think, I can't say, I don't even know what they call the floor price is. The price for the cheapest one you can get. But these are CryptoPunks. These, like I said, I think they're starting around $300,000 a piece. If you don't get it, you're definitely... Those are CryptoPunks. I think they're cool. I understand. Believe it or not, I understand why they're worth so much. They are an early project. There's never going to be another one that's exactly the same CryptoPunks, although there are a lot of knockoffs. And you get 1 out of 10,000. That's pretty cool. And if you have a lot, I know. It is crazy, but I'm telling you, people like to collect things, and emotions are an important part of collecting. These are Bored Apes, which I also like. I think they're cool. Apes are what young investors, mostly young, call themselves. And they'll say they ape in, like GameStop investors. They're apes. Dumb apes. Dumb investors. They're stupid. They just do what other people are doing or whatever they see they do, and then they make a lot of money doing it. That's the idea of an ape. They're dumb, and they just put their money into whatever. So Bored Apes are these. I think it's great art. Actually, I think it's great art. Pretty cool. They, start around $160,000. So around 160K, around 40 Ethereum. So those are your top projects. I just showed them to you. Now is where NFTs get crazy, is when you start this loot for adventurers is a very recent project that's been doing really well. You can see here on OpenC, it says the floor price. That's the cheapest price you should be able to find one listed for. And then you'll find a number listed around that price. They call that the floor. And then certain characteristics can make things sell for more. 11 ETH, it's like 44 grand. 44 grand. Okay, what does that get you? I showed you the art. And that gets you, believe it or not, I wonder if I could even describe the project to you. Let's see if they... No, it doesn't show. Here's how it describes itself. Loot is a randomized adventurer gear generated and stored on chain. Stats, images, and other functionality are intentionally omitted for others to interpret. Feel free to use loot in any way you want. And it is a list of items. Basically, it's like Dungeons and Dragons stuff. It is. And that's what's going on right now, is Dungeons and Dragons stuff is selling for big money. And if you don't understand this, I'm told you are NGMI. You're NGMI, which means you're not going to make it. Because you don't understand why lists of items for a game which doesn't exist, there is no use, nothing. I can't figure it out. I'm not invested in loot. I don't get it. I am NGMI. I'm not going to make it, apparently, because I don't get it. But it is fascinating to me. And there are more, and it gets way worse. Actually, it got way worse today, when the N project came out, and that's this right here. And the N project is randomly generated lists of numbers. Randomly generated lists of numbers between 0 and 10. 8 numbers that look like this, and those are selling for like $4,000, 1 Ethereum to get one of those. That is really weird to me. Like, it's newsworthy, actually. For my news show, I would say there's something going on. People are paying real money, magic internet money, but real money that could be used to, like, buy a car for randomly generated lists of numbers, 8 numbers, white font on a black screen, starting at about 4 grand, 1 Ethereum. So that's happening now. I can't deny it. I'm not invested in it. I don't get it. But I love it that I have the choice to choose my projects. Okay? So now I get to tell you what I bought with my Ethereum. And it's so that maybe you can laugh at me. And so far, I haven't become rich on NFTs. But check it out. This is what it's like owning an NFT. Now you can say, you know what it's like. And then maybe, you might do it in the future. So you're on OpenC and you have your wallet connected. Just go here, and this shows my wallet. So get ready. These are NFTs that I own, and no, I'm not like, I don't know if I'd brag about it, but I like a couple of them, and I'll explain what happened. I got this. I'll show that to you. I got these birds. because you see what, and I'll tell you why I got these birds. It's because you see what else, and it's probably the wrong reason. Because I saw what other things are selling for that are way worse than these birds. And I thought, oh, these birds are pretty cheap. I better get a few of them. And I did. Rare species, even. So I got them. Well, they are kind of cool. That bald eagle is pretty rare. But it's not worth a lot. It was 0.06 ETH. I won't tell you how much that is. They were cheap, though, compared to the other things. Like this concrete mannequin head called Incognito. And I think, I'll explain why I think Incognitos are going to go up. It's gone down since I bought it. And it wasn't cheap at all. And then I have a few other things. So this I could show to anybody, okay? This is where the NFT thing. I could show anybody my collection of collectibles, some of which were very expensive, including this at the bottom, this hash mask. I won't even show you how much it costs. But that is the jewel of my collection, worth less today than a random list of numbers, even though the art is way cooler. And now you can decide, do I have good taste? See, this is what I like about it. So I can think, oh, I know what's cool. And I think hash masks are cool. This is a hash mask. I own it. And the birds are all right. And I do like my mannequin head too. And I'll show you what you can do with that. And I'll show you what's coming for that too, in case you decide. Then we'll see. I think that more people are going to get into NFTs. That's my hope. So I can be wrong. I have been wrong. I've bought things that have gone down in value and sold them and lost money. I might have to do that in this case. But we get to see. These mannequin heads, I'll tell you the pitch. You can get you can get one now. The floor is pretty low. I think the floor is around 0.15 ETH or something, which is like $600. Sorry, I said cheap. I know. Just think of it in ETH. That's the best strategy. Try not to think of the dollars. But if you were crazy and already had a bunch of ETH, that is an NFT you could get, and I'll give you the pitch for it. Here it is. Mine is concrete, which is a rare material. There are only 818 concrete incognitos, they call them icons, on Earth, ever, on Earth or in the place. And I have one of them. And it was created by AI, I believe, to have a headband and a necklace. And NFTs are mostly created by AI in some way, because they don't individually create 10,000 pieces all at once. Somehow they mix characteristics and stuff with a computer program. So that's a weird thing about NFTs too. A lot of it is computer generated, like AI generated traits, characteristics, etc. These heads, I'll just tell you what's going on with them. Here, if you want to do research on stuff, those are called Incognito. And now you see my collection. And the thing to do is to change your profile picture to your NFT. And that's what a lot of people have done with things like Bored Apes and CryptoPunks, because they're showing off. People like to show off. So when you buy your thing, then you change it. Like if you go to my Twitter account, I have changed my profile picture to my icon, because maybe it'll be worth a lot one day, and then I'll be able to brag. I'll be able to brag. That's the idea. So I'll be like, oh, I got one of those before they were 2 ETH or whatever they end up going up to. And who the hell knows? People are paying more for random lists of numbers. What could they pay for a mannequin head generated by a computer? Well, check it out. I'll show you what's cool about it. Is you can go to their website, hook up your wallet. It shows you your thing. You can go to your thing, and I can download a 6K image of it with whatever background color I want, which is kind of cool. And then I can get a 6K, I can get a 2K image, and then anyway, I can update this, download the image, change it to my profile picture. So my profile pic is kind of basic. I could do it with a better background. Download that. That's kind of cool. And then big things coming for Incognito, I know about because I'm in their Discord, is eventually all of them, including mine, are going to look like this. I have to, let's see, the body, no, the material, gold. Eventually, very soon, my icon will also spin like these do. And they're just going to update it so it does that. And then they're going to do a marketing push. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I think these mannequin heads are all right. I like the one I got. I like it. Yeah. Don't know why. I like it way better than a lot of the other crap out there. And most of it is real crap. I don't like most of it. But I like the idea that I get to choose something and decide whether it's cool or not. And like it might go up in value. Here it says the floor price is 0.18. I think it's actually gone up a little. 0.18. That's almost $800. So it's not cheap. So like I said, if you don't have $800 in Ethereum, buy Ethereum until you do. Until you have a lot more Ethereum than that. And then think about whether you want to get into collecting stuff and whether you might think it's cool or not. I've walked you through a little bit of my journey. I've shown you how to do research on it. And I've shown you some of the different things you can buy that are selling for crazy money. And I showed you exactly what I bought, which I could totally, based on my previous investment experience, advice and stuff, it might be a really good investment. I hope it is. I've risked a lot of money on it, relatively speaking. Most of my savings are still in regular kinds of cryptocurrency. This is a small percentage. But NFTs, I do think you might have one in the future. You will know people who are really into them in the future. Not sure exactly how it's going to be. It's a growing thing. It's brand new. But I'm really into it. Unfortunately, so far. And then we'll see how things go before the end of the month. If I have any ideas, I had an idea that could have made people money already. So if I have any good ideas, I will drop them. And I have this crypto section of the Rockfin here where I can post that kind of thing. Then you might get rich, really, if you're taking my advice on some of this other stuff. I told everybody when I got Chainlink, and I told everybody when I was buying Ethereum and Bitcoin too. And so you could have done that too. But that's not to say, should you blow hundreds or thousands of dollars on a JPEG? Not unless you already have a bunch of crypto, probably. But because of JPEGs, your crypto should go up. That's a good thing. You can invest in JPEGs just by buying Ethereum and maybe Cardano or Solana or Polygon. Different networks are trying to compete. But I'm keeping up with this stuff. And if you ever want to talk about cryptocurrency, reminder, BitcoinMissionary.com. We sell cryptocurrency t-shirts like this one, which says Bitcoin Saves on the back. we're really into cryptocurrency. So check out truthclothing.io for crypto t-shirts, and I'll see you at the next one. All right, that is what it is.